Okay, so I think I'm live on YouTube right now, just as a really crazy loud truck is passing by, of course. That's the way that the universe works most of the time. So I am here in Costa Rica, and I'm just going to see if anyone is showing up to this live cast yet. Probably not. And I don't want to be annoying for all the people that are going to join later on. And when it's not live, there's two people here. Hello. Okay, so some of you guys are probably wondering like, okay, why is Nicole just all of a sudden showing up live unexpectedly? I'm actually asking myself the same thing. I've been sitting here, I just put this post up on my Facebook page, which is facebook.com/listen to the stars. I'm so sorry about the noise, by the way. But I've just put this post up that was talking about how I've just been sitting here racking my brains about what to offer you guys. And what I'm doing today is part of that offering, which I will explain in just a moment. But for those of you watching the recorded version of this, my name is Nicole. I'm an astrologer, card reader, and life coach. And this is my channel dedicated to all of those things, plus spiritual topics in general. And I also offer astrology, tarot, cards of truth readings, and life coaching sessions at my website, NicoleBrenny.com. I'm actually really interested in taking on some new life coaching clients right now. I'm just kind of feeling that like strong pull towards life coaching right now. So if you have kind of been considering life coaching and you're not really sure about if you should do it or not, just send me an email. We can talk about it. I can answer all of your questions. You can also just do an introductory session and see if it's helpful or not. But I love life coaching. I think it can change your life. I know I don't know what I would do without the life coaches in my life. I haven't really had like someone that's like calls himself a life coach, but I have many life coaches in my life, and I really don't know where I would be without them. So I would love to be that for you. Also, I'm teaching the Cards of Truth, a class in that. I'm going to give you more information about that later on in the show. And I'm going to the Maldives on vacation with the Leo King, Joni Petri, and Victor Cara. I'm actually going to be on Victor Cara's channel soon to talk about that. So I hope that you guys will join me there. And I'll also talk a little bit more about that later in this episode. So yeah, this is kind of weird. I'm just sitting here at my house in Costa Rica drinking a beautiful watermelon smoothie. And I've just been sitting here racking my brain for weeks and weeks, months and months, thinking about how I can offer you guys something different now that I'm in Costa Rica. How can I offer what's really true and authentic instead of just doing the same old astrology thing over and over and over again? And oh my gosh, hi everyone. We have Catherine, Arian, I don't know how to say your name, Joe. And yeah, thank you for the little donation. That's so sweet of you. So I've been racking my brain trying to think, what can I offer you guys? And I have shot so many different videos. I've done so many different things behind the scenes. And today something struck me. I don't know what it was. It's probably because it's a 6 of Spades day. And I was like really feeling good about myself. I decided that I don't know how long I'm going to be able to do this for, hopefully forever. But I decided that every day, meaning 5 days a week at least, I want to come on to my channel live to talk to you guys, because what I realized in the past months of thinking about what can I offer you that's different and authentic and truly me is that I'm changing at a rapid pace. I mean, when I first started this channel, I was a totally different person. My skin even looked different. Right now I'm tan. I've got coconut oil in my hair. I woke up this morning and surfed for 2.5 hours. That isn't the person that I was when you all first met me, if you guys have been here since the beginning. So I'm changing at a rapid pace. My spiritual development is going like way crazy in a new direction. The way that I am perceiving astrology, the cards and all of that is evolving every single day. So I can't keep up with it. And every time I shoot a video, the way that I feel about that video changes from day to day. And because editing videos takes forever here, uploading takes forever here, I just thought, why not simplify everything? Why not offer you guys more and make it take a lot less energy for me to do that? And why don't I get on and do a video every single day, or at least 5 days a week, where I share my insights for that day, whatever it is. And it's going to kind of maybe be like a forecast video sometimes, or maybe it's something I've been thinking about, but every single day is kind of this omen for you, for us, about what's going on, and hopefully give you guys some helpful information to help you guys rule your lives better and to enjoy your lives more. Because I'm always sitting here contemplating things. I'm always having these different insights, and I kind of have saved all of them for a book that I'm writing, or this other book that I'm writing. I've kind of like saved them and gathered them. There's so many interesting things that I'm thinking about that I don't know if they necessarily need to be in a book. So I want to share them with all of you. I want to kind of grow our knowledge together, share things together. I don't want to feel like so distanced from all of you. I think all of us should feel like we have a real friendship together. And I was inspired because my friend David, the Leo King, did this amazing live show a few nights ago where he was just sitting in his apartment talking. And that night I was not in a very good mood. I was feeling kind of stressed out about my life, to be honest with you, because like I said, things in my life are changing at a rapid pace. Like every single day I'm having to adjust and make changes in all of this. And he got on there and he was just being so casual and talking to all of the people that are his fans as if they were his friends. And I felt like he was talking to me. And to be honest with you, what he was saying was exactly what I needed to hear. And so his whole talk kind of inspired me to do this. So thank you, David, for being so authentic, I guess is the word. And so I want to just get on here every single day because I always have something to say to you. And it's not going to be as fancy as it was before. I'm not going to look as fancy as I was looking before, but I don't think that's the point. And every single day you're going to get an omen from me, whether that's an actual astrological forecast, whether that's a lesson that you can walk away with, whether that's me actually drawing a card for you. And maybe if there's someone in the chat that's really in need of help drawing a card for, a person that's in here, because I just feel the strong need to actually connect with all of you guys every single day, if I can, for as long as I can. And I have no idea if it's going to work. Obviously, as you know, if you watch my channel, I'm not always consistent, but I thought, why not give it a try? I felt a really strong inspiration today. So we just started it now. What's typically going to happen is I'm going to be surfing every morning because I surf every morning mostly. And I'm going to hit you guys up on here right after I'm done surfing, which will usually be between 9 to noon Central Daylight Time. So sometime in the morning. So you're going to kind of get some insights, some guidance, a forecast before you start your day or right at the beginning of your day. And sometimes I'm sitting there in the ocean for 2 or 3 hours in the morning, like just contemplating things. And so I want to kind of be able to give you guys whatever I've been thinking about so that you guys can work with that and grow with it too. So it's going to be fun. You might get like a little bit of a surf journal from me. I don't know how many of you guys love surfing, but you might get a little bit of a surfing journal from me about how the waves were, because I'm going to probably be pretty excited if I caught a really good wave. And you're going to start your day with me. Every single day we're going to start our days together, and I want to hear about your days. I want to hear about what's going on with you, so we can kind of use this as like a research experiment as well about the cards of truth and astrology and all of that. So that's my little introduction. It's very, very long, but I've just been thinking about all these things. Hello, Colette. Hello, Gary. But it's going to be chill. It's going to be casual. There's going to be something way less structured, but in all that, there's actually going to be structure. The fact that I'm going to be here 5 days a week, and sometimes I'm going to look terrible. Sometimes I'm not going to really feel like being on here longer than 5 minutes. I'm just going to draw you guys a card and go and eat breakfast or something. But days like today, I'll probably want to talk a lot longer. So I hope that you'll enjoy that, because I'm going to enjoy getting to know all of you a lot better as well. So you guys really wish me luck that I can do this every single day, because I'm really doubting myself, not because I don't believe that I can't do anything I set my mind to, but because I really want to do this, but I am so inconsistent. The sun rules consistency in the horoscope. When David, the Leo King, was talking on his channel, he was talking about how he has been able to be consistent doing daily horoscopes every single day his whole life, blah, 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 blah. But the guy has his sun in Leo. He's got an amazing sun. He's going to be consistent. The sun rules consistency. My sun is in the 4th house in Cancer. And so it's not the worst sun ever, but it's also being opposed by Saturn right now. So we are, I want to be real with you guys. I don't know how well this is going to work out, but I'm planning on it and I'm interested in it, and it's making my heart happy. It is sparking joy. And if you guys are familiar with that phrase, sparking joy, you are all going to know what I'm about to talk about next, which is Marie Kondo. Hi, Sonia. Sonia, you are an OG. You are one of those people that has been around. So nice to see you. Gary says he gives his son a surfing update nearly every day because he loves surfing so much. Yes. I hope you guys will enjoy my surfing update. I will show you guys if I get a cool swimsuit, I'll show you guys my cool swimsuits and my surfboard and all of that. But I don't really buy a lot of swimsuits. I don't really buy a lot of things because I'm kind of living a minimalist lifestyle right now. And that's what this video is all about, is all this contemplation I've been doing about the minimalist lifestyle. So is anyone that's watching this right now like practicing minimalism or has read any Marie Kondo books? Or is interested in minimalism or had a period of your life where you kind of were forced into minimalism? Okay, no one's saying anything right now, but there could be an internet lag. So I've never been like a real minimalist, like, oh, I'm interested in the minimalist aesthetic or anything like that. It's never been like something I strived for. I always collected things like books. I also have a really, really hard time letting go of stuff, even people. So yeah, but I kind of was forced into minimalism because I was very poor. So that's the truth of it. I was very, very poor, a college student. I moved to, when I moved to Brooklyn and when I moved to Montreal, I moved there with only 2 suitcases worth of things. And I just didn't really have enough money to really reinvigorate my life with a bunch of stuff. So from 2013 until now, there has been a lot of periods in my life where I've been super, super, super minimalist. So I moved to Montreal first with 2 suitcases, or no, with 1 suitcase to Montreal, from Montreal to New York with 2 suitcases, and from New York to Minneapolis with just a small carload of things because I had to buy furniture in New York, and that was it. And since then, I went back to Minnesota where I had a lot of stuff. And now that I live in Costa Rica, I'm back to the 2 suitcase lifestyle. And here it really makes sense. And here I don't buy anything. I literally try to live with as few things as possible. I compost my food. I actually disgustingly have my compost right here. So you can see I have my compost food ready to go into the compost. And I try to do things as simply as possible, not even because like I really, really want to, but because it just makes sense here and you don't need that much stuff here. I don't wear makeup. I don't wear a bunch of clothes. I don't, have to use hairspray for my hair. I don't wear shoes. I literally walk everywhere barefoot. I walk to the beach with my surfboard, my swimsuit, sunscreen on my face, reef safe sunscreen, and that's it. And I'm just there for 3 hours and I don't need anything really. If I didn't need to make money, I probably wouldn't even have a laptop here because it's just, you're nourished by the earth, you're nourished by what's around you. So I've been practicing minimalism accidentally and now still kind of accidentally for a long time. But many people, it's a choice, and many people kind of need to figure it out as they go. And my mom was one of those people who actually told me about Marie Kondo a few years ago. And it's really amazing to me because I thought that Marie Kondo was just kind of this like passing trend of a book that you can read, but she's become really big. And who Marie Kondo is she's a woman that wrote a book about minimalism who blew up. Like she literally has words named after her, just like Beyonce created the word bootylicious. Like now you can say you're going to condo something, right? It's like she has her own words, her own phrases, her own thing. She's kind of like this whole business in and of herself. And she's really blowing up. She even has her own series on Netflix, and it's all about minimalism and getting rid of the things that you need to in your life so that you can be as happy as you possibly can be. And it just kind of struck me the other day of why she's becoming so big right now and why so many of us could really, really, really benefit from minimalism or learning the principles of minimalism right now, according to the astrology in the sky. So, okay, wow, we have a lot of comments. Let me just take a look at this. So everyone's just kind of talking about being more minimalist and wanting to do it. Yes. After I did the Vipassana meditation retreat as well, I think that was Kyle saying that. Hi, Kyle. I was really feeling like even more minimalist. But we can all learn from minimalism right now. And there's one really, really big specific reason for that. So one of the reasons for that is that we have Saturn in Capricorn. There's more reasons for it too, by the way. But the first thing that we have is Saturn in Capricorn. Now, Saturn to me is like the garbage man of the universe, like truly the garbage man of the universe. He is the one that is going to do all the nasty, dirty tasks that no one else wants to do, including taking out the garbage and cleaning up dog shit and things like this, right? Saturn will do any of this. Saturn has to do this because someone has to do it, right? So Saturn now is in his own sign. in Capricorn. And if we look at the natural zodiac or the natural horoscope, Capricorn is the 10th house. So it's like it's the natural 10th house. So it's like a really strong placement. And Saturn is now there in Capricorn, feeling. I'm going crazy. I'm drunk off of watermelon juice. Let me drink a little more. Wow. So Saturn is feeling really crazy, strong in Capricorn. And so that means that these really beautiful qualities of Capricorn, like the ability to clean things out and let go of things, are more powerful right now. So since December, any of you, all of you might have felt, especially depending on how Saturn is in your chart, you might have felt a stronger urge to clean out the garbage and the trash in your life and start more of a process of letting go. This would be even more of the case if you have other like 12th house things going on, or maybe an 8th house transit, which is wanting you to transform. But really, Saturn is trying to clean things out, let go of things. In Omen astrology, Saturn rules over vultures and ants. And I'm so lucky because I live in the jungle, so I get to observe all these different cool animals. So one day I was going to the bathroom, and when I was in the bathroom, I looked out the window and I saw one of my favorite dogs killing an iguana, literally taking the iguana, putting it in its mouth and like going like, and then all of a sudden I heard the craziest scream of my entire life. Never heard a sound like that before. And then I saw the iguana laying dead on the floor. And me and my boyfriend were like yelling at the dog, like, stop, what are you doing? What's wrong with you? But the dog was like, gonna kill that iguana no matter what. So I was really sad because I thought, the dog could have at least eaten the iguana, but the iguana is just laying there on the ground dying, and there's nothing that anyone can do, right? It's just the iguana's dead. The dog's a jerk. I have to rethink my relationship with this dog that I love so much now. But then the next day, something amazing happened. I was in the bathroom again, brushing my hair. I look out the window and I see this huge looming black figure flying through the air. Huge bird. And it lands next to the iguana and it starts eating it. And it's a vulture. And when I saw that image and I just watched it for a few minutes, I just felt all of a sudden so happy. I felt like, wow, now this death is meaningful. Now this death is feeding something greater than itself. It's bringing life to life itself. And I felt so happy that iguana's death led to the continuance of life. And I told my boyfriend this, and he said, well, Nicole, even if the iguana didn't get eaten, it would have still nourished the earth. And that brings us to the 7 of diamonds, which I've been talking about with the eclipse energy, which kind of reinforces everything that I'm going to say next as well. So Saturn, the vulture, takes endings and nourishes us, nourishes who we are so that we can continue life, right? Same thing happened. I killed a mosquito one day. I forgot to clean the little mosquito body off of the white wall of my bathroom because I just didn't think about it. And the next day, 30 ants were in my bathroom eating this little tiny mosquito body. Ants are Saturn. So here again, we see that Saturn derives this nourishment from death. Saturn derives this nourishment from letting go. So with Saturn and Capricorn, we have this real chance as a society to let go of things that don't serve us, that we don't need anymore, that aren't working, that don't make sense, like single-use plastics. So here we've got my metal straw. And I live in Costa Rica, and they basically, by 2020, sorry, we're in 2019. By 2020, they're banning all single-use plastics. So I've got this amazing metal straw that I use all the time. And actually all the restaurants that I ever go to around here, which I don't go out to eat very much, they all have like these really bad straws that disintegrate if you don't drink your smoothie fast enough. But I appreciate using those more than I appreciate using plastic straws. I hope you guys don't mind me drinking, but I have to. It's so hot here. So Saturn there is making everything strong. Then we've got something else going on. We have K2 conjunct Saturn. And there is one card in the Cards of Truth deck that I keep talking about over and over and over again. You guys are probably getting sick of me talking about it, but it's a 7 of diamonds. 7 is a Saturn number. And the 7 of diamonds is a semi-fixed card, which means the 9 of hearts is on the other side of that. And the 9 is a K2 number. And now we have Saturn conjunct K2. We literally have this experience of the 7 of diamonds, 9 of hearts, semi-fixed card right now in the universe. I don't know how people aren't feeling this if they aren't, because it is so intense. And I'm writing so much about the 7 of diamonds right now. It's annoying me and everyone around me. But we have this Saturn K2 conjunction in Capricorn. Let me just look at the comments right now. Hey, Kayla. Hi, Scorpio Queen. Yeah, feel free to introduce yourselves. I want, I want to start a crew here. We're a crew. We're a family here, okay? No, actually, I think we're more of a crew than a family. Okay, so K2 is trying to perfect wherever it is. K2 is like, wherever K2 is, it's like, okay, you already did it, right? Like you already learned how to swim. You already learned how to surf. Now you're not going to have to learn how to surf or how to swim. Now you're going to have to become the best surfer, the best swimmer ever. So you never have to do it again. Now you're perfecting this thing that you already figured out how to do. And you're trying to take it to this next level so you can be done doing it. So you can be liberated from the cycle of being born again and again and again, so that you never have to come back to earth, because we're spiritual beings and we have to go do something else now. So Saturn conjunct K2 is like, okay, look, you are getting really good at letting go of things. Saturn is strong here. You're letting go. This is the time to take out the trash. This is the time to get rid of all the mental, emotional, physical, spiritual constipation that you have, literally. It's time to let go, because letting go nourishes. Letting go lets life keep flowing rather than stagnates life. So it's time to let go. And now that K2's there, now let's do it to a really, really, really high level. Let's do it to the best level possible. And we're in Capricorn, so let's like get this structured. Let's have a system. Let's do this in the Marie Kondo way, right? That's never been done before, because now we have this chance to do it well. So if you are if you are struggling in any area of your life right now, one first step for you could literally be examining your external physical world and cleaning it up. And it's so funny. I already actually shot this video that it wasn't live, and I shot this a week ago. And I really like Alyssa Trahan. I hope you guys have seen her channel. She used to be Alyssa Sharp, and she literally posted this on her Instagram today. I recommend you following her, because she is a woman of wisdom, and I love her Instagram posts. Sometimes I like message her like, oh my gosh, I needed to hear that right now, because she has such a flow, a fountain of wisdom. But she is literally saying the same thing that I recorded on my video camera a week ago, and now I'm just saying it to you now because I finally decided to do something. But if you are feeling stuck in any area of your life, your first thought of what to do could be to literally clean up your world. So today I was feeling a little stuck, and I raked my entire yard. I cleaned my entire kitchen. I did all my laundry, all that. And I really did start to feel a deeper sense of peace. And luckily I'm already living like a minimalist lifestyle, so that's helping me to feel peaceful as well. But that could be your first step, because that is the opportunity that is inviting you. That's being invited into your life with Saturn conjunct K2. And this is in Capricorn. So with Capricorn, also this relates to like our goals, what we're trying to achieve in the world. Some of you might be like, what am I doing with my life? Literally, what am I doing with my life? I don't even know what's going on. Like, what is the whole point, you know? Hi, Magic Cat. Shoot, I lost my face. There I am. And that is because Capricorn is like our goals are, it's not like our long-term goals, but it's like what we want to achieve in the world, our achievements. So many of you might be like, what am I even trying to achieve? And what's the point of this? Like, what am I even trying to get out of this? Well, this is your time to like really let go of some of your weird ambitions that don't make sense anymore, that really don't serve you anymore. I'm going to be talking about Rahu in Cancer and why all this stuff relates to Marie Kondo in about 5 minutes, but I'm going to take a little bit of a break right now to talk to you guys about some really cool stuff that I have going on in my life and that you can be a part of. So one thing is, like, a lot of the times when I'm talking on my channel or in interviews or whatever, I get a lot of this information from my study of the cards of truth. They have changed my life. I have studied astrology. I've read Western astrology books. I studied with a Western astrology teacher, Vedic astrology, sidereal, tropical, all of that. But nothing has brought more wisdom into my life and helped me more in my personal life and in my day-to-day. And nothing has given me more accurate predictions ever then the Cards of Truth. I am working on a couple different Cards of Truth books right now. I have no idea when they're going to be done because obviously my consistency is not that great. I'm kind of a go with the flow sort of person, which I think is the best thing about me. So I'm not worried. But I'm teaching a course on the Cards of Truth, and it's a 22-week course. You can learn how to read cards for yourself. I can predict things to the minute in my own life, and you'll be able to do that for yourself as well. And you'll be able to read for clients after 22 weeks. Even if you don't want to read for clients, this is the greatest, best, most accurate self-help tool I've ever come across in my life. If you've tried everything, if you've read books, if you tried astrology, you've gone to reader after reader, and you still want to use some esoteric tool to help yourself, Cards of Truth are it. And life coaching would be something else if you are just done with the tools. But Cards of Truth all the way. This second round that I'm offering is going to be starting April 22nd, running for 22 weeks. And it is going to take you from beginner to basically, like I said, a professional. People that I taught are already teaching their own classes. One of them is, and other people are doing it professionally. So yes, and there are many amazing testimonials on my website talking about the wonderful experiences we all had. And the testimonials literally brought tears to my eyes. I was crying for like an entire afternoon because I was so moved by others being moved by my class. So thank you, my previous students. And yeah, it was so much fun. And I can't wait to meet a whole new round of people. And the knowledge that I have now about the cards is like twice as much as last time. So you're going to learn even more than that first round of students. Then I'm going to the Maldives with the Leo King, Vic Takara, and Joni Petri. And it's basically this crazy astrology and creator retreat. I'm going to actually be able to do, like, it's all inclusive. So there's going to be talks with Joni, talks with Leo King. I'm doing some different talks as well, including one about past lives and one about one of the most important Cards of Truth cards in the entire deck. And I'll also be offering some readings, which will be included in the price. So if you're interested in being there with me, all that information it should be linked below, but I will link it below, or go to the vegannetwork.com/Nicole, I think it is. Let me check. Vegannetwork.com. Shoot. Let me just see here. I lost it. Okay. It's supposed to be the vegannetwork.com/Nicole, I think. Let me just see if I can find it because I really want you guys to come join me. Yeah, the vegannetwork.com/Nicole. And that is where you can sign up for the retreat. You do have to pay for your own flight to the Maldives, but then everything else is included. And I believe you also will have to pay for your food, but it's affordable. So let me just post this here. Okay, anyways, I hope you can join me. It's basically like a little island. We're all gonna have our own bikes and we're gonna be like on the ocean all day. And I'm so excited. So I hope you will come. All right, back to the regular programming. Drinking a little watermelon juice to stay hydrated. And let's see what everyone is saying. No, I haven't connected with Seven. I don't know how to pronounce that name, but tell him to hit me up. Okay, Rahu is in Cancer. So, you know, Marie Kondo's line, if it doesn't spark joy, throw it out. Well, Rahu in Cancer is asking you, does this spark joy? Does this really, really make me happy? I've been going through some incredible changes in my life, asking myself big questions like, where should I live? Who should I be with? What do I want? All these things. That's what I've been asking myself the whole time Saturn has been in Capricorn, and even more now that Ketu is in Capricorn and Rahu is in Cancer. This is a time where you really, really need to listen to your heart. And with Rahu in Cancer, when we let go of things, when we kind of minimalize our lifestyle, we have more of an awareness of what is in our hearts, and we can make more space for that emotional fulfillment. I remember when I was living in Brooklyn and I had $0 basically. I was living off of unemployment checks from a voiceover job that I did. And I lived in an 8-foot by 8-foot room with no closet. And the floor space was so small that for like the first 4 weeks of living there, I slept on a yoga mat with one blanket and no pillow. And then after 4 weeks of doing that, I also had no windows in my room. It was just a hole to the outside world with a piece of wood over it. So think about this, you guys. after about 4 weeks of doing that, I did a lot of research and I bought a Japanese futon, which was very affordable. And the Japanese futon I bought could be rolled up, not like perfectly, but it can be kind of folded, and I could set it in the corner of my room. So I bought that futon so that I could sleep on it at night, and my whole floor was my bed then. And then in the morning, I'd roll it up to the side, and then I had the whole floor there so I could do ballet. I could use my room as a music studio. I could have my friends over to hang out, all of that. And I was reading about Japanese futons, and I learned that Japanese, like in the Japanese culture, and please correct me if I'm wrong because I read this like 10 years ago or 7 years ago. In Japanese culture, they believe that you should always leave a bit of emptiness in your life for the good things to come in. So that's kind of what Saturn and Capricorn with Ketu and Rahu in Cancer is trying to teach us, that we need to leave a little bit of ourselves empty so that we can let the good things come in. So there should always be something, some kind of emptiness that we have so we can allow the good things to come in. And that's why Japanese people as well are always like sleeping with futons and, you know, keeping this really minimalist space. And please correct me if I'm wrong on that quote, because that's just how I remembered it. So also, what was I going to say? So Rahu in Cancer is really exemplifying this part of like, whatever is going to bring you joy is what you should keep. And when I was living in that Brooklyn apartment, everything that I bought, I could see. So I had to keep at a certain point, my roommate and I got in a huge fight, and she was like, you can't use my dishes anymore. I paid for all the dishes, so you can't use the dishes anymore. And I was like, okay, I'm going to buy all my own dishes. So at one point I even had to put all of my cookware in this 8x8 room without any closets. And so what I started to do was every time I bought something, it was either because I absolutely 1000% needed to buy it because I couldn't live without it, or because it was that special that and that amazing that I needed to have it. So a lot of the times, even when I would buy something that I absolutely needed, I would go and I would buy the most beautiful version of that thing that I could find, because it was going to be staring me in the face day and night in my room because I didn't have anywhere to hide it. So that really sparked in me this idea that the things that we keep around us really impact us. Because after I started to live that way, I realized that the things that we surround ourselves with, the objects that are in our lives, literally have an impact on us. So why not surround ourselves with objects of beauty? And I do think that beauty is a really, really important aspect of this world. So I started to collect only beautiful or important things. And then in the following year, when I lived in Minnesota again, I actually did an art project called Mystic Objects, which you can find at mysticobjects.tumblr.com, or like maybe it's tumblr.com/mysticobjects, but I think it's mysticobjects.tumblr.com, where I drew all of the objects that I had brought into my life because I realized that they all have power. They all mean something. And I think Marie Kondo understands that if the objects you have in your life, in your immediate vicinity, don't spark joy, then why have them there? There's no need to have those things in your life. And even things that we need to use every day can be beautiful. They can mean something. They can have energy. And if everything around us is energy, why not heighten that energy by only bringing things into your surroundings that are of a high quality energy? And I think that's something that you can all take away right now as well during this time, is to really ask yourself, you know, are you surrounding yourself with the most beautiful things? And beautiful does not mean the most expensive, or beautiful does not mean the most hard to obtain. It just means that, are you doing things consciously? Are you making decisions consciously? Are you bringing things in consciously into your life that actually make sense for you? So I would check out my mysticobjects.tumblr.com because it's kind of interesting. And I drew over 300 drawings of objects that I had in my life that were around me, that were important to me. And I was very proud of my 8-foot by 8-foot room in Bed-Stuy, New York, in a terrible neighborhood at the time. And all the beauty that I was able to capture in such a small space and to make the use of that space. So think about that. Think about your physical world and how you are really finding the beauty in its limitations. Okay, so let me see if I have any comments here. Yes, please send him my way, the G shop. And Lisa, thank you so much for your comment. Do you guys have any questions right now? Because what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to open up Marie Kondo's birth chart. I'm going to show you guys why she is so important to minimalism. I would love to see if you have any questions. And this is going to take me forever to drink. Also, I don't even know if watermelon juice is hydrating because it kind of just makes you pee a lot, right? Yes. Okay. Let me make sure her chart is all set up. And please let me know if you can see this chart. There have been times in the past where I can't really see anything, but can you all see this chart? Am I vegan? So everyone's going to hate me if I say, no, I'm not vegan, but honestly, I'm not vegan because I can't be vegan. I have tried 1,000 times for over a decade to be vegan. I'm actually a raw vegan chef. I did it professionally for a long time. I love vegan food. I wish I could be vegan, but I have a very, very sensitive or very, very, I don't know. I have a lot of food allergies, I guess I would say. So I can't necessarily digest B vitamins and D vitamins easily from food that is vegan. So I have to have animal products in my diet. Otherwise, I get very, very sick. My periods get so bad. This is a lot of personal information, but whatever. My periods get so bad that I almost have fainted while driving before. My pain period would be so intense that I would be lying on the floor crying for like hours and hours on end. And I would get so like ravenously hungry right before my period where I would go to my kitchen and just like eat handfuls of everything, raisins, peanuts, like just uncontrollable hunger. So, and my hair would fall out, like all of my hair would fall out in clumps. So I don't have like the strong digestive fire that I need or whatever to only be vegan, but I wish I could. I say that every single day of my life. And I tried for over a decade being like someone that really knew a lot about veganism as well, like a very, very well-educated vegan. Actually, I was like kind of popular back in like the early 2000s with the raw vegan blog that I had a long time ago. So that's all the information I have about that. I feel sad about it that I can't be, but that is the truth. And I'd rather be alive and not sick than keep trying something that doesn't work for me for whatever reason. I love vegan food though. Oh, I wish I could just eat vegan food all day. Okay, so now we're here in Marie Kondo's chart. Remember how I was talking a little bit about Saturn and Ketu, and Saturn is like this garbage man, and Saturn in Capricorn is like the best garbage man ever in the whole entire world? Well, you guys, we've got Saturn going on in her chart. We have Saturn conjunct Ketu. We have Saturn conjunct Ketu, just like Saturn is in the sky right now, but it's in Scorpio. So you guys are going to be like, okay, well, what the hell, Nicole? What's wrong with you? You're a terrible astrologer. You should quit. No, because we have something called mutual exchange, folks. And mutual exchange is happening between Mars and Capricorn. Mars rules the sign of Scorpio. So the ruler of Scorpio is in the first house of Capricorn. And the ruler of Capricorn, Saturn, is in the sign of Scorpio. So they are exchanging signs. So we've got that energy of Capricorn very, very strongly supporting Saturn. So we kind of got this amazing garbage man that's coming in and is like, you do not need this shirt. You do not need this blouse. You do not need this pair of pants. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Let's take out the trash. Let's get rid of all of this spiritual, mental, physical, emotional constipation that is weighing you down. You don't need it. You need to be light. You need to be free. So Marie Kondo has that intrinsically placed in her birth chart, connected to her Atmakaraka. The Atmakaraka in Vedic astrology means the soul planet. Venus is her soul planet. It's what represents who she is. So this combination is linked to who she actually is and to her first house of her path. So that is incredible. And Saturn rules her entire chart. So she is very Saturnian, and that's also a part of this combination. I want to make sure you guys can see this, so I'm going to check in on you. Okay. Everyone is, oh, you can't see on your phone. It is what it is. You can watch it again later so you can kind of see this chart because you definitely need to see it. Miss Chronic Chronicles, hello. Have I tried celery juice? Yes, I think there was a period of time, but I don't know how much I tried. This stream is going to be on my channel, so you guys are going to see it. Vitamin D from the sun. Yes, I feel really, really good living in Costa Rica. I get hours of sun every day. And I always was eating grains when I was being vegan. And yes, you guys, I know what you're talking about with the veganism, and I like literally cry sometimes I can't be vegan, but trust me, it's been over 10 years now, like 12, 13 years of me trying, and I don't even want to get into a controversy on my channel about veganism, but literally I've almost died driving because I was fainting from my period. So I just am like, safety first, let my body get to a better state and try again, right? So we can talk about this another time. You can call me personally. We can have a personal chat about this. Let's talk about Marie Kondo though. So that is that big combination connected to her soul planet Venus, making this combination pop off. And this is in the 11th house with the 11th cusp, reaching a lot of people, building a network, building a movement, doing something amazing, reaching so many people, which she did. My mom told me about her, and probably my sister and my sister's friends, and she kind of spread like wildfire. Now we see another interesting factor, which is Venus is her Atmakaraka. So Venus is this planet of beauty. It's a planet of balance. It's a planet of harmony. So really there's an aesthetic quality to what she does. There's something about what she does that's beautiful and simple in its beauty. So it's very beautiful, natural, all of that. So Venus is bringing in kind of that aesthetic sense to what she does. Then you'll notice something else that's very, very interesting that matches up with the astrology that we have in the sky right now, which is the Ketu Saturn conjunction, also conjunct Pluto. And she has this natally in her chart, Ketu, Saturn, and Pluto all conjunct in the sign of Scorpio, which, as I mentioned before, is being supported by that Capricorn energy. So Scorpio is a sign of transformation and destruction. Pluto is a planet of letting go, the ego transformation in general, these things that can shake up. I don't want to use shake up, that's like Uranus, but really like transform and destroy. So what Marie Kondo is trying to do, and kind of with this Pluto here too, is like we are breaking down, we are destroying something that doesn't work, and we're letting our egos transform because of that. We're really like literally becoming new people. We're going through this phoenix type deaths to become new people because we let go of our things. Letting go, going Marie Kondo all throughout your house isn't just about having a better looking house and being a little happier. It's about complete transformation. It's a complete lifestyle transformation, and it's a spiritual transformation as well. It's about letting go of the ego's attachment to the physical world. That is the Pluto essence here, and that is why you are seeing her energy, Marie Kondo, coming through so strongly right now as she is. Now, I made a mistake here while I was reading this, and I want to address that mistake. Is I actually don't have her birth time, and I forgot that I don't have her actual birth time while I've been doing this because I cast this chart a week ago. So we can't actually say that this is ruling over her 1st and 11th house, but we can just use this as kind of like an omen astrology, which can sometimes bring details that normally wouldn't come up in other forms of astrology. But I want to correct that error, is that I don't know for sure if Saturn rules her 1st and Mars is ruling her 11th. I just forgot it because I cast this a week ago. That being said, I also don't know for sure if she is a King of Clubs birth card or not. So I'm not going to address her birth card spread at all because I do not know the time that she was born, but she could potentially be a King of Clubs. So I wanted to show you guys that, but I don't even want to go there. I don't like to talk about things that aren't accurate 100%. So that is why I'm going to leave that there. Then let me go back into her birth chart. So yeah, that's basically all I wanted to talk to you guys about. And let's stop the share and let me see what you guys are saying before I close this. Yes, I wish we knew her ascendant as well. So kind of sucks. Miss Chronic Chronicles, thank you for your comment about veganism. And Daniel, thank you for your beautiful compliment, which you said, thank you for your contribution to the astrological community and your intense research. Thank you. Okay, so we can't tell what dasha she is in because the dasha is ruled over by the moon, and the moon is going to shift around. I mean, we could potentially, but the moon does shift around pretty quickly, so we're going to leave it where it is for now. So to close, Saturn is the garbage man. Saturn is conjunct Ketu, so Saturn's trying to perfect what Saturn is, which is taking out the trash, letting go of things, you know, moving forward. If you aren't in a period of minimalism right now, I would try to clean up something. Try to clean up something in your life. And if you've already cleaned up your life, there's the whole world around you. You guys, the world is in a really, really dire state. Mother Nature needs us more than ever. And Cancer is Mother Earth, right? Fourth house, Cancer is the mother. So Mother Nature needs us more than ever. So it's up to us to make that difference. Saturn in its own sign, we are responsible, only us. Like literally no one else is going to do it. Quit telling everyone else, oh, someone should clean up the trash outside. Someone should clean up the beaches. Oh, someone should create a policy for this. Like no one's going to do that. Maybe you're going to get lucky and they're going to do that, but they're probably not going to do it. So take responsibility onto your own shoulders because you have the energy and the capability to do that and make a change in the world. Do it for Mother Earth. Take that energy of Capricorn and do it for Cancer, the Mother Earth. So you have this opportunity right now to change the world. I feel like I haven't been so vocal on my channel, and I already kind of talked about why that is because I change every single day. But I feel like the lifestyle I'm living, I feel like the things that I'm doing now in my life are so low impact that I feel every day that I'm contributing to a healthier world. I've even reconsidered my travel plans because air travel is very, very bad for the environment. So I'm thinking about these things. I'm taking responsibility for myself, and I'm taking responsibility for the fact that as human beings, we are guardians of our planet. We are guardians of the earth. It's up to us to reverse this terrible situation that we're in with flooding our oceans with plastic, with polluting our skies with pollution from everything. I'm just getting like crazy and upset right now, but we need to do something, and this is the time. And Marie Kondo is a part of this, a piece of this puzzle, and we need to also make decisions that are going to, you know, have a long-term impact. Like, don't just do it because, you know, it's a fad. Like, do it because it's a long-term thing that's going to make a change, that's going to put our Mother Earth in a healthier state. You know, that's the biggest reason to do all this. That's the reason why I, you know, at the end of the day, love the life that I live. I am literally outside right now. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm outside. I don't use electricity. Well, I use electricity, but I don't use electricity during the day, except for my computer. I don't have hot water. I don't wear shoes. Like, I think that not everyone can do that because not everyone is living in the tropics. But if you have that opportunity to use less, to waste less, to, you know, be more resourceful, Uranus going into Taurus is going to kind of help you figure that out a little bit. We can make a huge change. We really can. We can destroy these structures that don't work, and we can make a change altogether. And there's way more to say about that. And I'm very, very passionate about this. I literally, when I was a kid, the only reason I ever wanted to have any money or any fame was so that I could help nature and save nature. And I'm sitting here as a 30-year-old woman trying to figure out how I can do that better. And I guess I'll just start with this video and tell you guys, like, I'm taking responsibility as best I can, and I'm going to be doing even more. And I hope that you will too, because this is our chance to individually make a difference with this energy that we have. Thank you, Marie Kondo, for paving the way. So that's the note that I want to end this on. Let's see what you guys have to say. Thank you, Brave Skull. So this is kind of a long video. I want to kind of give you guys like a little forecast every day too. It's the 6 of Spades day today. 6 of Spades is like feeling good about yourself, feeling good in your body, appreciating who you are because it's just who you are. So for the rest of your day today, just enjoy being who you are. Like, there's no one else in the world that's you. And no matter what your body looks like, or no matter what you're going through, you have this amazing opportunity to be happy just because you're alive, and there's no better company than your own company. So just go for a drive. I mean, I was just talking about saving the environment, so maybe don't go for a drive, go for a walk, put on your favorite music, really just enjoy the feeling of being in your own body and enjoy what it means to be you today. And I don't know if I did that yet today, so I think I'm gonna go and do that right now after I respond to a few emails. And as I said, you guys are gonna get these daily videos probably right after I'm done surfing. Like, I think right after I'm done surfing, I'm gonna make myself a smoothie and like just call you guys basically every morning, tell you guys how my surf session went, and we'll get right into whatever. Maybe I'll have nothing to say. Maybe I'll have like a full Marie Kondo astrological report. But I'm gonna try this, and I hope that you guys will support me in this as well, because it's different. So let me see what you guys are saying, and then I'll say goodbye. Thank you, Sonia. And compliment 13, thank you so much. I'm so glad you guys are watching this. Yeah, and I'm gonna make beautiful videos as well, but I'm just talking about like getting you guys the information and the messages that are coming through to me all the time. I just need a more immediate way to do that, because like I said, the energy is coming really fast and I'm changing so fast that like spending 4 weeks editing a video before I get the message to you isn't working right now, because there's too much coming through. So we're just gonna try this, and then maybe the energy is gonna slow down in the future where the messages aren't so like immediate and I don't need to make daily videos. But yeah, we're gonna hang out every single day. I think you guys are gonna get to know a little bit more about my lifestyle and my life here in Costa Rica, which is totally different. And yeah, Sonia asked me if I kept my crystals. Yes, they're in storage. So I have a storage space and I want to get rid of a lot of stuff that I have in there. I need to Marie Kondo my storage unit at some point. I unexpectedly moved here, so there's kind of a lot of loose ends I still have to take care of. Okay, so I'm gonna let you guys enjoy the rest of your day, which you should. Six of Spades is like, to me, the Six of Spades is like driving down the highway, wearing a cute outfit, singing to my favorite song with the windows down on a beautiful day, like just feeling so happy to be alive. So maybe I'll go do that on a surfboard that doesn't burn gasoline, so I can feel that wind blowing through my wet hair. And yeah, if any of you guys are interested in readings, I have some availability coming up this month, especially Valentine's Day readings. So maybe I'll, come up with a Valentine's Day reading, or you can email me and we'll do something special for you. And that's it. So hit the like button. Please, everyone that's watching right now, hit that like button so I can see that you're here, and subscribe to my channel if you're new to my channel. Everyone that's watching, comment below about your best minimalism tips or your minimalism experiences. Are you like me? Did you just like get flung into it because you were so poor, or because you unexpectedly moved somewhere, or an unexpected life change happened? Maybe like your whole house burnt down and you were left with nothing. I'd love to hear these stories about your minimalist experience and how you're experiencing this energy of minimalism and taking out the trash right now. I would really love that. It always benefits all of us in the community to get that research going. So if you have like a cool story, you can also share your birth data and when it happened, in the comments or in an email to me. That would be cool too. Have a wonderful day. I'll be back with more. This is going to be interesting, but I'm excited, and I hope that you guys enjoyed this. I enjoyed seeing all of you here today, and I wish you the best, and I love all of you. I'm sending you all my love and 1,000 kisses. So I will see you later. I don't know how to end this live stream appropriately, so I'm just going to stop it here, and I'll see you guys in the next video, probably tomorrow